Good morning. Nice to see you all here. Nice that we have some new participants today. Can you hear me well?
Good morning, yes.
Okay, nice. So, well, today we're going to work in the spreadsheet. So please open the spreadsheet, find your tab, and etc. And while you are opening, I can tell you a few words about the spreadsheets. So, as you have seen, I have uploaded the solutions for the previous seminar. Well, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So here I have uploaded the solutions, but as you probably have noticed, you have no access to the formulas. So actually to look at the formulas and to see the solutions, you should download the file like this. So in Microsoft Excel, for example. And when you download it, you can see all the solutions, all the formulas. Yeah, something like this. Okay, I think that we have enough participants to start. Well, so I will open the spreadsheet, and actually the previous seminar, we haven't managed to do one of the tasks, and you were to do it at home. Well, what? So, sorry.
Can I show this exercise?
Yes, and maybe someone else, maybe we can like listen to two of the students.
Yeah, can I to show, for example, the second one? The second table.
Okay. Okay, so let's start with Polina, yes, if I'm not mistaken. And then proceed with Alena.
Arina. Arina.
Okay, Arina. Okay, so let's start with Alina. Okay,
So, yes,
Polina, the floor is yours.
Here we had to find a payback period, and in order to find this, we need to first of all find the break-even point, the last negative number in CCF. For example, in project A, it's minus 300 and it's period 2. So when you click on my formula, PP, we can here find that we need to sum up our second period with number which equals to 300 divided by next cash flow that we have. So it's 5,000, and then we have the formula like that.
Yeah, so we take the last negative period, and then add the proportion of the last negative cumulative cash flow
and
in the cash flow of the next period.
Yeah.
Okay, and I guess the same with the other project.
All of them. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Polina. Does anyone have questions about this part? Okay. Well, Arina wanted to proceed, yes?
Yes.
1 second, I will find your tab. Okay, let's start with the discounted cash flows.
So first of all, to find the discounted cash flows, we need to divide the initial cash flow by the rate that is known. It's 10%. So it's like, if I'm not mistaken, compounding interest. So we need to divide the initial cash flow by 1 plus the discount rate, and in power of the year of the cash flow.
Yes.
So we do this for all the cash flow that we need to do it. Then it goes to discounted pay period, payback period. Yeah, same as in the previous table, we need to find the year when our cash flow make our debt bigger than 0, and the yes, something like that. We need to take the cumulative cash flow, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Of the previous year and divide it by the cash flow of the next year.
Okay. Well, and what about NPV? Maybe someone else can show. Okay, only 2 students have done the homework. Yes. Okay, Irina, let's proceed with you. So, what about NPV?
Talking about NPV, we need to sum all of the cash flows that was given, and as the investment is already negative, we really just need to sum it all up, and we get this. Okay,
so a very difficult question. What project is the best in this case, in this task?
I think project A.
In terms of NPV, yes?
Both in terms of FPV and considering the payback period, the discounted payback period, because it's just not the highest one, but in the middle, but the NPV is the best one.
And what about the project C? So because it has the least discounted payback period.
Yes, it is, but the NPV comparing with 2 other projects is really really small. So I believe that in general, maybe project A is better.
Yeah, it is one of the possible solutions, but actually, this is the case when we do not have the right answer, because if we want to have a little amount of money, a little profit, but soon, we should probably choose project C. Yeah, because it breaks even sooner. Like in the next year, we are going to have our investment with the percent rate of 10%. Yeah, so 1,100. But if we talk about long-term investment and bigger profits, we probably can choose A, because it gains more money actually. Okay, and who can explain in every seminar I will ask these questions. So who can explain in your own words what is discounted payback period, and actually how it differ from the ordinary payback period? Like how you understand it. So not the definition, but how you understand it.
So maybe as it's discounted, it tells us about the present money value. Discount the fact that it's discounted show us in real money today what which period it will pay back. So I think that it in terms of the money we have now, for example, for investment, it's more representative because we see it in our present value of our money.
Yeah, maybe, yes. You're actually right, because it's in definition, so we are working here with the present values of the money. Maybe I can provide you with some very simple explanation. So discounted payback period is the amount of time which the project should exist to become like interesting in terms of net present value. Yeah, so after 2.5 years, like 2.2 years, our project becomes profitable in terms of NPV. Yeah, so and we should choose the project with the least discounted payback period, because we want to like we want our project to become interesting, more interesting than some alternative, like as soon as possible. Yes. Okay, any questions about this task?
So we use discounted payback period to analyze NPV. With NPV is a payback period, or what? The most profitable project.
Well, actually, in this case, we analyze both discounted payback period and NPV. So, and Irina have shown that in some cases, these two instruments give different results. So, well, let's return.
Yes, sure. Yes, I understand this.
Okay, but maybe other students maybe have the same question. So, in some cases, we have like different results. So, in terms of discounted payback period, the project C is the best because it will break even in 1 year. But in terms of NPV, project A is the best. Okay. So it's not always obvious. Yes. Okay. Well, let's consider another instrument for assessing the like the effectiveness of
Can I answer
investment.
this task, please? Fedor Vitalia.
Yeah, I think you can, but we obviously should like give the students some time to solve it. Yeah, because we have just started. Okay, so well, let's discuss first. So the discount rate is 10%, as in the previous task. And we have some cash flow, some initial investment, some cash inflows in year 2 and year 1 and year 2. And our task is to find the profitability index for each of the project. And then, well, let's start with this. So find a profitability index for each project. Let's start with project A, because actually the formulas will be the same. Well, let's start with project A. I can give like 2-3 minutes to solve it. So you need to find discounted cash flows, of course. Then NPV if you need it, and present value if you need it, and calculate the profitability index. Okay, and after some minutes we can discuss it. Okay.
Okay.
We will start with Tatiana, but actually this task is quite, we have several questions here, so other students also don't be shy to participate. So we will start with Tatiana, but then I can ask someone else. Okay.
Okay.
if someone needs the task in the presentation, I am showing the presentation as well here.
Maybe we can check.
Sorry?
Maybe we can check the task.
Yeah, I think 1 minute more, because I think some students need more time. Okay, well, let's start with Tatiana because she wanted to answer, and then proceed with someone else.
Okay, so to count the discounted cash flows, we use the formula as we used in the previous task. We multiply the initial cell, is it the investment or the cash flow, by the 1 divided by 1 plus the discount rate, and we put it in the power of the period.
Yeah.
And here we have the discounted cash flows, and NPV is just sum for all of this because we have investment with minus.
Yes.
And the previous value is the same without investment. And PI, or the profitability index, is just the previous value divided by the investment, and I put the minus because we have investment with minus.
Okay, not previous but present. Yeah, it's present value.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, is it clear for everyone?
What we shall do with the project D?
Yeah, that's a good question. So maybe
can we consider the first period like investment?
Well, actually,
yes, the formula for the PI shows like the error because we divide by 0. So I just put 0 there.
Okay, well, Konstantin, maybe you can explain how to solve it for project D?
Oh, well, I just, you can open spreadsheet. Mine spreadsheet is if it's comfortable.
I'm in process.
Yes, I just took the second period as present value, discounted cash flow, and then minus investments and divided by the initial investments around $100. And I took this value as profitability index. But
yes.
is it okay or not?
Yes, it's absolutely right. So when we have something with minus, so we can consider it as investment, yes. But in project D, we have investments in period 1.
But
so
if we have third period with some minus cash flow, should we consider it like investment or it's just loss?
Well, in this case, well, the important thing here is that we should discount the investments, so all that we have with minus to the first period. Yes, so we should find the present value of investment. So if, for example, if we have like investment here and the investment here, we can like discount it to the period 0 and also use in the formula for profitability index. Yes.
So we just sum all negative values and consider them like they are investments.
Yeah. So actually, profitability index is the present value of inflows divided by the present value of outflows. Yes. So what we have here, we have the present value of inflows. Well, you have another kind of formula. So okay, let me show the formula as I have explained it. So the present value of inflows divided by the present value of outflows. And minus one, yes. Oh, sorry. Plus. No. Okay, let's do it like this.
Is a similar one like PV divided by investments and NPV divided by investments?
Yes. Okay, is it clear for everybody for now?
Yes, it's clear.
Yes.
Okay.
If we started, I can show the second part of this task, or it is enough.
I think if someone Well, actually, the task for now was to make the first part, so let's have some time to solve the second part, and then I will discuss with somebody. So, but I actually encourage all the students to participate. So, actually, for example, if we're talking about pluses, like one answer at the seminar is okay for plus. So there is no need like to answer all the tasks. Yeah. So, but actually, sometimes, well, when only one student want to answer, so I am to talk with one student. Yes, but actually, I encourage all students to participate. Okay. Well, so if we're talking about the second part of the task, I'm sorry. I have prepared a table for you. So how I suggest to use this table. So we need to calculate the weighted average profitability index. And in my opinion, it's very simple to use this kind of table. So in the cells, like for example, for like in the rows, here we have the options. So for example, we can invest only in project C, in C and D, B and D, and etc. For every option, we can put here some numbers. So for example, if we only invest in C, we can put here the investment for C. So it's 300, yes. Also, we have the total amount of investment, so our budget constraint, so the money that we have, and we can calculate what part of this money we do not invest. So we can just subtract 300 from 400, and here we have 100. Yeah. So and you can do the same thing for all the options. Yeah. For example, if we invest in C and D, we put here 300 here. We put 110. No. Actually, well, why don't I put here 110 in D? What do you think?
Because you don't have enough resources.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, from one.
There is a limit of $400.
Maybe we need to use discounted cash flows.
Yeah. We need to use present values. Yeah. So because for these three projects, the present values are like the same because we have period 0, but we have investment in the project D in the period 1, so we should like make it present, so discount it. So I will put 100 here. Well, and etc. So okay, I think you can like repeat it on your tabs. So and then calculate the.
Could you please explain one more time why we have 100 in the column?
Okay, well, let me just copy the solution here for it to be more understandable. 1 second. Well, so 174 here. Why? Okay, well, so let's discuss why we put here 100. So if, for example, we invest in project C and project D, so we need to invest 300 in project C. It's the present value of the investment in project C because it is in the year 0, so we do not need to discount it. But when we are talking about the investment in project D, we will have this investment only in period 1. So to talk about today's investment, we actually should discount it to to today, yeah, and the discounted value is 100, yes, as we have shown here. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and I would like to go like one step back, because actually when we were talking about this profitability index, so actually we do not need to extract one from here. Yes, I have made a mistake. Okay, so profitability index is just present value divided by the the value of initial investment. Yeah, so it's 174, not 0.74. So I'm sorry for that. It was my mistake. Okay. Yeah. So well, I can give you like 2 minutes to solve this one, and then let's discuss. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I looked at the chat, so we have a question. Is it okay to use the financial formulas for these tasks, such as PV and NPV? Well, in real life, yes, it's okay. But well, in order to like learn and in order to not to make some mistakes on the seminars, I prefer to do it by hands. Yeah. But of course, these formulas are created for simplifying these tasks. Yeah, so actually it's okay, but I encourage to on the seminar I encourage you to do it by hands.
But can
Yes,
we check
like,
the values with these formulas? So calculate it manually and then check in the
yeah,
integer
yes, why
itself.
not?
Okay.
Why not?
But during some control works, or how to say?
Well, if we're talking about control works, we will have a midterm in the end of
Yes,
this course.
midterm, yes.
And actually you can use like any formulas that you want
Oh, okay.
on the midterm. But actually, for example, we have formula for IRR, yes, and it like in some cases when the cash flows are not aligned as they need to be, the formula can give like misleading results. So so please use these formulas very like accurately. Okay.
May I try to show the decision or the solution?
Yeah. Okay, Daria. Let's talk to you one moment. I will find your list. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we need to multiply our PI as the investment divided by the total amount we can invest, and then add to it the amount which we do not invest divided by the total sum and multiplied by 0 in the root C only.
Yeah.
If we take the other one, when we need to sum two periods, we also multiply the I of that period by the money we can invest divided by the total sum, and then add to it the amount which we do not invest divided by the total sum and multiplied by 0.
Yeah, you have absolutely right answer for the first line, yes. But actually, why didn't you add project D in other variants, in other lines?
Do have?
So why is it 0?
Because we do not invest in the period 0.
Well, okay, does everyone agree?
No.
May I show my set?
Okay, who is speaking? Well, someone wanted to show. Who was that?
Maybe I can show.
Okay, Aigul, yes.
Yeah.
Let's find your tab. 1 second. Well, let me check.
I'm sorry because I just put 1.74 manually because I've got a mistake in the previous task.
Okay, but I think that's clear. Okay, so you can explain again.
So this is just the same formula, but I took the investment in project D as 100 because we have calculated it. This is the discounted cash flow.
Yeah, so we put here 100 because that's the investment, that's the present value of the investment that we can like put in project D. Yeah, these values are also the present values, but as they are in the period 0, we do not discount them. Yeah, but we need to discount this value of investment in project D. Okay, good. I think that's clear for everyone. Or maybe some questions. Okay. Well, if no one have questions, let's then proceed. But well, one important question: what project or what like what sequence of projects should we choose in this case? What do you think?
C plus D.
Yeah. Well, I have some troubles with Google tabs with the connection. Well, 1 second, I will show you my results. Okay, so again, what C plus D? Yes, you think?
Yes, C plus D. That gives us the highest profitability index.
Yeah, highest weighted average profitability. Yeah. So if, but actually this is correct if we have 400. Yes. For example, if we have only 300, it's we should like choose C only because we won't have the opportunity to invest in D. So in case when we have 400, the best option to invest is to invest in project C plus project D. Okay, well, let's move on.
May I show my solution for the second task?
Yes, Artur. Well, let's give other students some minutes to solve it. Okay, but
Okay.
well, actually, let's do it for the following tasks. Let's do it like in this way. So we firstly like solve it for some minutes, and then someone like raise the hand or switch on the microphone. So because it's not a fair competition. Okay, but this task we can discuss with Artur. Okay, but like with the following tasks, let's do it like this. So we first solve, and then someone will show. Okay. So please have 1-2 minutes to solve it. Okay, Artur, let's find your list.
Well, to find the effective annual interest rate, we should put our interest rate in the power of number of periods, which is days in our example,
Yeah.
and subtract 1 from the result.
Yes.
And
actually, what this rate shows us. So, can you please explain in your own words?
This rate shows the computed annual rate using the compound method, I think.
Yeah. Okay, if you for example, like if you have $100 to invest, how will you use the information about this effective annual rate?
To see how much money will I get in a year after I invest.
Yes. If you invest in, like, if you invest at what rate?
At daily interest rate?
Yeah. So if you invest at this rate per day, you will have, like, in a year, you will have this kind of return. Okay, maybe someone else can explain the second one.
May I explain?
Yes, Alena. Okay. So let's find your list.
So for this, we're using the simple interest. We just need to multiply our daily interest rate by the number of days, number of periods.
Yes. So, and what, like, how can you use this information about such kind of rate?
I mean, how are they different? Or
okay, let's discuss why are they different and what's in the core of this difference.
They're while computing, they're different in the way of computation, because for the ER we're using the compound interest.
Okay, so if you invest $100 and you know the daily interest rate is like this, and you know that the rate, like your interest income will be capitalized, then you are going to have this return in a year. And if you know that your income won't be capitalized, so you can withdraw it, for example, from the account, you will have this rate of return in a year. Yes.
So it depends on the initial conditions of the capitalizing or not.
Yes, of course. So capitalizing or compounding. So if we use the compounding, if we use compounding interest rate, then we will have like more return. So, for example, if we invest $100 today, and we know that every day we will have some percent interest income, and every day this income will be like capitalized. So the interest income for the next day will be calculated based on our initial investment plus interest income for the first day. Then we will have this kind of rate. But if we know that the interest income won't be capitalized, so it will be stored somewhere. So the new interest income won't depend on previous interest income. Then we will have this kind of rate. Okay, so the next task, the annual interest rate is 15%, and you need to find quarterly interest rate using simple interest and compound interest. And then, based on these values, you should find effective annual rate. Like, so you first should make find quarterly interest rate, and then make the controversial procedure and find again the annual rate. Okay, please have some minutes, and then someone will ask answer. So I have seen someone raised a hand in the chat. I have seen.
Yes, it was me.
Yeah. Okay. So we can, for example, start discussing the next.
Sorry, I have another question about the first task we did. The first task we did, yes. The
first,
NPV,
this one.
yes.
Okay. Let's discuss.
No. Sorry. The one we found the discount rate, it was 10%.
Yeah. So this task or this task?
Yes, exactly this task. So here we found the NPV 73.6 and the PV also 73.6. I'm doubting about this. Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah, I have told that with some student, I do not remember who, but we have made a little mistake. So okay, it's the present value is 173 here, and the net present value is 73, and the profitability index is 1.74. Yeah.
Yeah, because I found that it was different. I took picture, and when I compared it, what I wanted to be sure about this. Thank you.
Okay.
May I answer the next task?
Polina, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 1 second. That's fine.
Yeah, so it's not in the end a bit higher there. It's yeah.
Here.
I have it in
Okay.
yes.
No, this. Okay.
Oh no, it's kind of something.
Or here.
Yes, the third one. Yeah, sorry.
And what about this? Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
I wanted to ask. Yes, I have computed this, but I'm not sure if we have. So the EAR, the effective annual interest rate, means that that's analyzed by using compound interest. But if we had a quarterly interest rate, which was simple interest, can we then annualize it by compounding?
Yes. Well, actually, here we firstly find quarterly interest rate, and then we can we can say, okay, let's forget about the initial data. We have two quarterly interest rates. Let's see what will be the effective annual rate given this quarterly interest rate.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so
yes, so
you can start with the first.
Yeah, the first one is the quarterly interest rate, but we compute it using simple interest. So we simply divide the APR by the number of periods. Yes, then we come to the quarterly interest rate computed by compounding. And I've done it in two steps. Firstly, I've calculated this 1 plus interest rate in the power of 1 divided by the number of periods. And then I subtracted 1 from it.
Yeah, okay, is it clear for everybody? Okay, I think it's clear.
Yeah, and here we see that we get a higher percentage when we do it with the simple interest than with the compound one. Yes.
Yes. Okay, maybe someone can proceed with the next two rates.
Can I try to answer?
Yes, Christina, let's find it out. Okay.
Well, actually, to find EAR, we need to sum 1 and rate for a shorter period, and in this case it's 50%, and then multiply this sum by not multiply, how to say?
Make it in the power. Like
take it in the power of number of periods. So take it in the power of 4, and then just subtract 1.
Yeah. So here we make like the controversial procedure. So here we do it like this and this, and like here we go from the annual rate to the quarter rate, and then vice versa. Okay, and I guess the same with this part, yes? Okay. Well, can we go further, or maybe someone has questions?
I have a question about this. So we have computed this using we have computed quarterly interest, but here we're also given the days. So it is like the second version of the task.
Actually, I don't remember actually. Well, let's look at the task. I think that's you shouldn't use this. It's like, let's say that it was made to confuse you, okay?
Okay.
But you can use only like this number of periods here. Okay, I will delete it. Wait. Okay, let's move on. So let's talk about the annuities.
I can try to do it.
Well, let's first let's have some means to solve it, okay?
Yes.
So what will be the monthly annuity payment if you borrow 1 million rubles for 2 years with annual interest of 10%? And we have the assumption that the bank converts annual rate to monthly one using simple interest formula. Okay, 1-2 minutes, and then we are going to discuss. Okay, Diana, let's discuss.
Yes. Okay, 1 second. Here we have a monthly interest rate, and for get it, we just need to divide a pair by 12 months, and we will get monthly interest rate.
Yes.
Here we have a complicated formula, and we have to divide one by this monthly interest rate, and after it subtract 1 divided by this interest rate multiplied by the it is monthly interest rate, but we have 2 years, therefore the power is 24, and
yes.
If it is a percent, so we have to sum 1 and the percentage, and after it put it into the power of the number of months in 24. So we have 1 divided by this monthly interest rate minus 1, this monthly interest rate multiplied by 1 plus interest rate and in the power of 24.
Yeah, okay, I think it's clear for everybody. So
just,
here we use just this formula, yes?
Yes. Oh, срок доступа. 1 second, something has. Monthly annuity payment is just the sum of borrowing money divided by the annuity factor. Yeah?
Yeah. Yes. Why? I'm showing for all the students the lecture. So we use here the. Well, let me find the. Well, actually, this formula, yes, for the annuity factor. Yes, it's quite complicated in Excel. So to calculate this one, the annuity factor, we use this formula from the lecture. Yeah. Okay. So, Diana, if you borrow 1 million rubles, so what is this? What is this value about? So what have we calculated here?
It is a sum that we will return each month, but it is the calculated. 1 second. Annuity.
So okay, you are right. So this is the sum of money we are going to pay the bank each month. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, let's proceed and have some minutes to solve the next task. So how much will you owe to the bank after 3 months of such payments? And I have prepared a table which Viktor Valerievich has shown you on the lecture. So you can repeat what he has done on the lecture, but only for 3 months. Okay, so I will be silent for some minutes and then let's discuss.
Excuse me.
Could you allow us to edit the file because we have no access?
Yes.
Well, so you have no access to the spreadsheet?
Yep.
Yes, only
Like
reading.
there was a message that the time is over, so we cannot edit now.
Can you try to just
It is
I
not
did
working.
many times.
Yeah. Well, so maybe another link. Okay, I can share the link with you, but oh, that's interesting.
Maybe we need to check the настройки доступа button.
So please try to do it via the link.
Here you have, просматривать могут все через интернет. Может быть, там нужно что-то нажать, чтобы можно было редактировать.
Well, but you have the access. So, for example, well, Diana, let's look at your tab. So you have the access here. Well, that's strange. So you also do not have access, yeah, Diana?
1 second, I'll try it again. Чтобы получить доступ к документу, перезагрузите его. Если ничего не изменилось, обратитесь к владельцу документа. Вот перезагружаю. And 1 second. I have only view. I can't change anything.
Same.
I can send you my desire to do something in this spreadsheet, but nothing else before you.
Well, let's.
I just send you my запрос.
Okay, I can. Так, давайте по-русски. Я, в общем, обновил ссылку. Давайте попробуем еще раз с новой ссылкой. Но она вроде осталась такой же. Ну, попробуйте перейти, потому что я вот здесь в настройках доступа выставил, что редактировать могут все.
Работает.
Видимо, вот эта вот история слетает. Странно. Странно. Но будем знать на будущее. Okay, so we have stopped here. So how much will you owe to the bank after 3 months of paying the loan? Well, I will be silent for some minutes and then let's discuss. And I actually can see that some of your group mates do not attend seminars at all. So please tell them that it is very important.
Okay.
Because of course, they will have the solutions in Excel, but here we discuss some things that cannot be captured by the formulas. So working only with formulas will be very tough, I guess. Okay, so who is ready with the next task for this one?
I can try if there are nobody else.
Well, are there anybody else? Okay, Alona, let's talk with you. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So they understood we should take the data from the previous exercise?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so firstly we calculate the month-end interest on balance. Here, yeah. So we just take our beginning balance and multiply it by the monthly interest rate. And well, the whole column is the same. Then the total month-end payment is already calculated.
Yeah. And then it's the same for every period. That's important.
Amortization of the loan is just total month-end payment minus month-end interest and balance.
Yeah. And so we pay some interest, and what remains we can repay to the bank.
Yes. And finally, we calculate the end of month balance by subtracting amortization from the beginning balance.
Yes.
And then the new beginning balance is our previous end of month balance.
Yes. Okay, absolutely right. So any questions about this? Okay, let's move on. We have 2 more exercises and we have good chances to have good timing today.
I can show
okay, let's
6-1.
Okay, Daria, let's give the students some minutes to solve it. So actually in this part, the monthly investment will be the same value that we have calculated in task number 4. Yes. So on some, like if you copied all the tasks, it should, it can appear here automatically. Yeah. But if not, just remember, okay, just okay, just copy this 46 and 145, and that's the monthly investment for this task. Well, who is ready? Daria, I'm sorry, but maybe some students that haven't answered today can show us some solution. If not, then we will talk here.
May I try? Yeah,
Yes.
It's
Aruzhan. 1 second. Well,
it's
this one, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in order to calculate monthly interest rate, yeah, we should use the formula. So basically we divide APR by the number of months we have, right?
Yes.
Then we calculate a negative factor using the same formula as we did before.
Yeah, but actually I have another answer.
I did mistake because I used the same interest rate. I'm sorry. 1 second.
Sure. Okay.
Like this. It should be like this, right?
Well, I still have some other answer. Let's look at your formula. So we have 1 divided by interest rate minus 1 divided by interest rate multiplied.
No, it's still this not the right answer. It's still not right. I mean, like, should it be 24 months?
Maybe we divide by 12 instead of 24 because we have 12 months in a year.
But we have 2 years. No.
No, in the to get monthly interest rate.
Yes, we have 2 years, but APR is only for 1 year.
APR is for 1 year.
Oh, yeah, but I have used 12 there,
okay.
I guess.
I'm sorry.
No,
yeah,
it's
so,
okay.
well, let's look. No. Actually, you use here like 2 multiplied on 12. So we should use here only 12 because we just calculate the monthly interest rate. So we divide 7% by 12.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry then. Thank you, guys.
And here, I guess we also have some troubles. Okay, maybe we have some other answers.
Yes, it's something like 25 million, but I'm not sure.
I have around 2, but I don't sure also.
I also have around 2.
1.98.
Everyone has like different answers. Okay, well, let's try to do it by hands. Okay, so what we're going to do, we have this formula. Yes, let's calculate the annuity factor. So 1 divided by
monthly interest rate.
Yes, that's right. Okay, yes. So let's then put it in brackets. So then what do we have? We have 1 divided by interest rate multiplied on 1 plus interest rate in power of 24. And here, actually, well, what's the problem? Let's look at it. So we need to think about the parentheses. So про скобки нужно не забыть. So we have this скобки.
Yeah, interest rate multiplied.
Yeah, the interest rate multiplied on 1 plus interest rate.
Yeah, in power of 24.
Power of 24, yes. Let's put this in brackets also. Oh my, what's the problem?
Yeah, I may use a typical calculator to calculate it first. 1 second.
Because actually I have another answer, but it seems that the formula is correct, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I have the same answer here, yes. Well, but okay. Let's look at this. So you just multiply 2434 on the interest rate, yes? But is it the correct formula for the future value? What we have found was the mistake. Yeah. So let's look at the formula for the future value.
Should we use like investment multiplied by 1 plus interest rate in power of?
Yeah. So in future value formula, we have another like argument. Yes, in the formula we have 1 plus interest rate in
in
the
power of number of periods.
period. Yes. So we should include it here.
Let's try.
So that's it. So actually we are calculating the future value because what we have calculated here without this term, we have calculated the present value again as in the previous task. Yes. So we have like here we worked with annuity factor, then we used the formula with the present value. Like this borrowing is the present value of annuity. Yes. But here we're going to talk about future value. So how much we will have in the future after 2 years if we invest monthly this amount of money. Yeah, so we, like this.
Is it the right answer?
Yes. So we just add this factor 1 plus interest rate in the power of periods, calculate the future value of our investment. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think can we have 1 minute to solve this simple task about the perpetuity?
Yeah.
Okay,
Can I
so
ask answer to this question?
yeah, okay, you can show the answer. So because we don't have time for like solving, you can show the answer. Let's find your. Where are you?
I'm teaching.
I'm sorry. I thought.
I also did the task, but I didn't do it in the Google Drive. I did it on my PC on the Excel file. I just downloaded it.
Okay, but I'm sorry.
I just can't tell you the formula.
Okay, you can both, I think, both explain how to do it. Okay, let's do it step by step. So what's the first step here?
Who is starting to explain?
So it's a simple formula. Just need the cash flow divided by interest rate minus the growth rate, and it will give us the within one.
Okay, and Daniil, do you agree?
As you can see on my spreadsheet, I'm fully agree.
Okay, guys. So, well, any questions about this? So we have like a very simple formula when we expect some growth in our like cash flows. Either we invest them or like gain them. Yeah, we can use this formula to calculate the present value of our cash flows. For example, if we're assuming that we will gain $100 every year, and this amount will grow by 1% every year. So this year we gain $100, the next year we gain $101, and etc. and etc. Given that the rate of return on the market is 8%, we can calculate the present value of our future cash flows using this very simple formula. Yeah. So cash flow divided by rate of return minus growth. Okay, so basically, Daniil, yes. What does it mean? What this value means?
As I understood, it is the amount that we must set aside today if we want to provide a perpetual stream of income that keeps pace with the growth rate on costs. But actually, so it's my understanding, but delving deep into this theme, I didn't actually understand why is it perpetual, like eternal, вечный? Because even having this amount of money, it will sooner or later it will end up. Why is it perpetual? I didn't understand this moment.
Actually, it is the amount of money that you need to invest today at the, like, let's say at the rate of 8%, yes, but better say in a project with internal rate of return of 8%, yes. So this is amount of money you should invest today in a project with the internal rate of return of 8%, to have $100 every year, and like to have $100 growing every year. Yeah. So you invest this amount of money in a project with some rate of return of 8%, and every year you gain a cash flow which will be growing with 1% annually. So this year you gain 100, the next year you gain 101, and etc. Yeah. So
yeah, I got the idea.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that I have we had bad timing today, but actually we have managed to solve all the problems for this seminar. So my congratulations with that. Okay, so see you in a week, and have a nice day. Thank you very much for the participation.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Last question.
Yeah.
Yeah, my question about the homework task you sent us, I did, but it's as you saw today. Still, I didn't. I couldn't manage to put it in the Google document. I did it in Excel and I saved it in my computer. And as in lecture, the lecturer mentioned that we're gonna evaluate the marks from the homeworks. So I didn't do that. I'm afraid that it will affect my marks.
Okay, it won't affect your marks today. Today you have a plus. Well, and are you a Russian speaker? We can speak in Russian.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So let's now check your tab to know why you have no access. Well, this is here. So you do not have the access to your tab, yes?
I don't know how to do it actually. Like I just downloaded the file. I did it in my laptop. I just saved it here, and I checked in in my LMS. There was no button to submit or something like this.
Okay, you can just follow the link. Yeah, I can copy it in the chat again.
So I can send you the file if it's okay.
Again, I haven't heard you.
I can send the file in chat.
You can see the file.
I can send you the Excel file in chat.
Well, I think that's no need to send the file to me, so it's okay. You have a plus for today, so you have participated. I have seen that you have solved the task, at least the last year. But yeah, let's make it clear with the Google spreadsheet. So can you follow the link to the spreadsheet?
Okay.
Yeah. So if then you in the spreadsheet you can find your own tab.
Yes, I found it.
Yeah, and actually on the seminars you can copy the tasks from the tasks tab to your own tab, make some calculations, and I will be able to like open it like this and show to other students like your formulas, and you will like explain.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.